Okay, making sure the Talking Dead is paused so I don't get a copyright infringement for having it in the background. Yeah, spoilers, duh. Like, if you haven't seen the episode, watch this if you want, but I'm going to be talking about shit that happened and we'll ruin it for you. Okay, so The Walking Dead Season 7, right? I think it's 7 now, premiere. It was very meh for me. Um, to start with the good things, I surprisingly really like Jeffrey Dean Morgan's Negan. In the comics, he's a lot more jaunty and he swears a lot and he's like fun. But without the swearing, they had to do something to get the character to be interesting, and they made him a fucking like crazy ass, just calm, psycho, cool killer. He's very terrifying. I surprisingly like that character. I did not think that I was going to be really into it. Glenn finally died, which was great because that dumpster thing was just, oh god, that pissed me off. But I had said it before in a video, I believe. Maybe I just talked about it with people. But yeah, it was just, if you had him look like he was gonna die, to have him come back just to kill him and fuck with people who haven't read the comics, that was cool. And still, it really like pissed me off at the time. So I was glad that he died. It at least sort of like retcon made up for me being very pissed during last season. As far as the meh goes, though, Abraham, like, he was a cool dude. I liked his character, but he wasn't really like emotionally invested in him. So him dying was just sort of a meh moment for me. I was like, that kind of sucks. I did really enjoy the Negan fucking with Rick scene. Some of the special effects, like after Negan clubbed Glenn to death with Lucille, and there was the flesh hanging off the bat. That was pretty good. I really liked the Rick hanging on the zombie and its neck like bleh, coming apart. I mean, that was all really well done. But I mean, The Walking Dead's always good with their special effects. I think that just the main reason that I don't care is because the entirety of season 5, I mean, like, there was just so much walking around in the woods in the episode that was only focusing on one character, so the story just didn't progress at all, and there was just no reason for basically anything that happened. I mean, and then, a good chunk of the middle of season 6, I just found myself sort of not caring. The Glenn dumpster thing fucking sucked. And then the fucking season finale, the goddamn cliffhanger. Like, there's a good way to do cliffhangers in that you're telling a story and it doesn't get resolved, and it's like, okay, shit, well, I'll watch it next season. That's fine. But True Blood, if anybody has watched that, no spoilers, but was really fucking bad. Every single season finale was just like, hey, check out this crazy new shit. Cut. Like, you don't introduce something new right at the very end, even in the last seconds of the episode. Like, I believe it was season 5 of True Blood. They, like, introduced this crazy shit. It was the final, like, 3 seconds of the episode. And it's just like, fuck you. That just pisses me off. Like, having a story not get resolved is one thing, but you need to have some sort of closure while still having a cliffhanger. You can't just introduce some crazy new shit and then fucking end it. And so, yeah, for a couple years now, I've just been incredibly meh about the whole story. I feel like if I was still more, like, emotionally engaged and cared about what was happening, that I would have found that a better episode. Because, I mean, it was a solid episode. But, yeah, I don't care. And I want to. I'm going to continue watching it. I almost didn't want to continue watching it at the end of season 6. But yeah, I'm gonna keep watching it, and I have hopes that that it'll get better. Having read the comics, I know that the upcoming storyline is gonna get fucking insane, and I hope they do it right and they don't stretch it out like really long, like season 5 was, because that was a bunch of shit. So yeah, that's my review. What do you think? Leave a comment below. You wanna fucking hear me talk about other shit? Like, comment, subscribe, whatever, all that bullshit that YouTubers are supposed to say. Alright, bye.